Hi, and welcome to Saturday Fun Day with Connie. Today, my guest star is the fabulous Amber with Fostering Crochet by Amber Allen. How are you doing today, Amber?
I am doing super well. I'm just glad that it's Saturday and I've got iced tea in my cup, so I'm perfectly happy.
Awesome. I got coffee in my cup. And I also have my water bottle by me, too. Gotta have my water.
Yeah, because I'll suck it down pretty fast.
Me too. Frank's always saying I go through water too quickly.
Oh, your water, my iced tea.
Let's see. I don't know if all these people are still here or not, but I see Samantha, Colleen, Charity, Dee commented in the chat. How are all of y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? And we also have Mary that joined us.
Hi, Nancy did? Yeah.
So
Mary, hello.
So what is everybody's plans for the weekend? Y'all have any plans? Or are you just gonna sit around home? Maybe watch some Lifetime?
Okay. Sit around at home for sure. I've got to do some disciplinary action here, so give me a minute. Hey, Gloria, I am live. Shut the door for me, please.
Let's see. Colleen says she's mowing the yard. Oh, it's too hot for that.
Oh my God, it is too hot for that. Colleen and a couple of others are doing that race to 500. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, y'all go check out that race to 500. And Cindy with Pups and Crochet, her and some other people are doing a race to 1,000.
Wait, she doesn't have 1,000 yet.
She's at 900 something.
I swear to you, I've been watching her forever, and she doesn't have 1,000. I have got to go check her out. Maybe do a quick shout out or something, because she needs to be at 1,000.
I love me some Cindy Lou Who.
Me too.
And Cindy's funny. She will crack you up.
Yeah, I love her to bits and pieces. I had no idea. I guess sometimes I just don't pay attention to that, and I'm just like, oh, I probably should. Hi, Jennifer.
I find the longer you're around the YouTube streets, it's harder to keep up with everything.
It is. Oh my gosh, it is.
Colleen says 68 here, gonna get it done before too hot. Oh, I wish it was that cool here. My computer says it's 91 right now.
Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. 91?
Oh, yesterday I was so hot. I was sweating. And we have our big window unit. It was on full blast, and I was still sweating. I'm like,
let me tell you something.
Summer's
those window units. You just stand there and go like this. Right in front of it, Connie.
Whenever I was a kid and I would get hot, I would take an ice cube, rub it like all over my face, and go right in front of the air conditioner.
Right, exactly.
Let's see. We have Jennifer, Sid, Cheryl, Marshallie, and Barbara. How are y'all that joined us? How are all of y'all doing? And what are y'all currently working on?
Hi, Cheryl.
Ooh, Sid is prepping drawers for canning. Ooh, nice. And let's see. Now, I think you have my name confused. My name is Connie, and this is Amber that's with me.
Who has the names confused?
She says, hi, Erin. It's hot in Indiana, too.
Oh, did I not spell my name? I don't even know if my name is on the ticker, so.
And let's see. Marshallie says, it's 83 here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Partially cloudy, and we're supposed to have rain. It's been raining all morning. And that's the thing,
Oh,
like the rain, it cools things off temporarily, but then it gets hotter afterwards. I'm ready for
for 5
fall.
seconds.
I know.
Uh,
Jennifer says it's about 87 here in the
I lived
UK.
in Florida. Whoa, Jennifer.
And Cheryl's working on her first
Oh, that's cool.
snippets video on the Slipknot. Ooh, awesome. So
Yeah,
I
Cheryl
haven't.
just started her channel.
Ooh, let me put you on my shout out list.
Yeah, she just started her channel maybe a week and a half ago, and she did an intro video not too long ago.
Let me add you to my shout out list.
Oh, the Advent calendar by the Crochet Crowd. Yes.
Okay, give me just a second.
I got my thumbs up in. Y'all get your thumbs up in. I got my thumbs up in.
Okay. Okay, I have you on my list. I was planning to do my shout out video this past week, but I didn't get any regular videos done this past week. Hopefully this week, hopefully I'll be able to get all my regular videos done.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh, you people that do that mosaic, I swear.
I know
I'm
that's
just
something
not ready.
I need to learn how to do that soon.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten there yet. There's so much though I want to learn how to do.
I'm
Like
scared. I don't want to do it.
oh, Dee, that's fine. Trust me, it's hard to keep track of names. I get confused with names too. And I always feel bad like when I don't remember someone's name. Especially like if they've told me their name a couple of times and I'm like, oh, what's their name?
Oh, yeah, I'm totally like that too.
And Charity says, I am working on a bunny rabbit for VBS also.
Aww.
And Morshley says, on her hook is a Havana Afghan by Teen. Oh, that was the one you were just reading. Okay.
Yes.
And Jennifer says, we're having a heat wave. Ooh, 105. Ooh, you better get your ice cubes. Get you a big bag of ice and just put it on top of you. And let's see. Barbara, go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I lived in Germany when I was younger because I was a military brat and then married somebody in the military. And when they have heat waves over there, they consider a heat wave like 90 degrees because where I lived in the part, nobody had air conditioners because it never got that hot. And so we had a real issue with the heat wave because nobody had air conditioners and there was no relief. So I'm not sure if that's something that is going on with Jennifer right now in the UK.
And
Is there
I
any
know,
way to alleviate that 105-degree feel like?
and then like years ago, like in schools and stuff, they didn't have air conditioners. It was fans. I'm like, how did y'all do it?
I don't know how they did it.
Like whenever I was stationed in Diego Garcia, like
Yeah.
you had no cool weather there. It was always hot.
Yeah.
Then they had a rainy season. I'm getting tongue tied. A rainy season too. That did not
But
want to
not a
come.
cool season. Did
I
it cool
guess.
down when it rained?
I mean, a little bit, but it was still hot.
It just happened to rain and be hot all at the same time. Hi, Camper 14.
Yeah. Hi, Cindy, and hi, Tina. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all working on? Morsley
Now,
says,
what's
"Don't be
Camper 14's name? I've seen
Tina."
you around. Tina. Okay.
Yeah, Tina. Morsley says, "Don't be scared. I am blind and I am learning as I go, so you can do it. Just make sure you don't have any project on hand that you have to get done before you start it."
Right.
And let's see. Dee says, "I took a break from tops to have an easy day with flowers, scrubbers, and dishcloths." Yeah. I
Yeah.
I started a new whip. I am testing Crystal the Yorny Chicken and Crazy Cat Ladies, Max the Martian pattern. It is too cute.
Is it?
If y'all haven't seen it, y'all got to go watch her last Yorny Talk Thursday video. She shows it on that video. I'm hoping to get mine finished by before Tuesday, so I can show it on my Crochet Tuesday video.
Oh, so it is crochet.
Yeah. It's too cute. It's got a bow tie.
Oh my gosh.
So I have a few jokes for y'all before we get more into everything on today's live. The first one is why. What was that?
Just talking to everybody.
Okay. The first joke is, why can't you give Elsa a balloon?
Why can't you give Elsa a balloon? Why can't you give Elsa a balloon?
And really,
because I don't know.
Because she let it go.
Oh my gosh, that is cute. Okay, that's cute. That's funny. I gotta tell that to my daughter. She loves Elsa. Hi guys.
And what do you call an unmarried stitch? This is a Yorny joke.
Unchained?
No, but you're close.
Oh,
a single crochet.
Unhit? No, unmarried crochet.
An unmarried stitch would be a single crochet.
Oh my gosh, that was so easy. I can't believe I didn't get that. That's crazy.
And the last one I have for y'all is, what happened to the naughty granny square?
The naughty granny square. What happened to the naughty? Is it too difficult?
He got into trouble instead of trouble.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Took me a minute. That single crochet one though was so easy. I can't believe I didn't get it. All those people got it.
Really, like the first two actually were on the easy side. The last one was harder, but but if you're not thinking along those lines. Let's see, we have Granny D that joined us, and Suzanne. And was there someone else? I think that's everyone. How are y'all doing, and what are y'all working on?
Oh, I like your answer. It got put in a corner. That was a good one. That's what she said. She goes, it got put in a corner. Oh, that was a good one. I like that one.
Pretty much got into trouble. Well, got into trouble.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Jennifer's saying we only feel it if we go out. We have fans going in our house right now. It's nice and cool. No need for ice, Connie.
Yeah.
Wow. Cheryl says, when I was in school, if the temperature got over 100, those of us who live close to school could go home. I wonder now at the wisdom of letting kids walk home in 100-degree heat.
Right? Might as well kept them in school. Hi, Sunita.
So Sunita's here?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten there yet. Hi, Sunita. How are you doing? And what are you working on? Oh, and Lisa the Grammy's here too. How are you doing? Let's see.
I'm so excited to see everybody.
I'm trying to skim the comments and it keeps jumping on me.
Oh,
Granny D's working on do-rags. Oh, and Nancy's here too. Hi, Nancy. Mm-hmm. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on?
Is doing really well because she's won so far a couple of my giveaways, and I have a hook going to her because I think Nancy's the one who won my. I gave away the silver that furls hook that beautiful streamline, all silver. That thing is amazing. It's just too heavy for me. I can't use it.
Go Nancy.
I know.
Granny DC, and she remembers sweating in high school in upstairs classrooms, just fans blowing hot air around.
Yep, that's pretty much how it was.
Yep. I couldn't imagine that now. I was spoiled. I lived in the time of AC in school.
Yeah. No, we didn't have AC in our school. But y'all, I'm 54 years old. That was a long time ago. I don't remember being overly heated.
I know. It's like,
why can't dogs
seem
dance?
like it's long ago. Like, you think about when you were in high school, it don't feel like it was that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, it just, so I measure time differently because I measure time where I was. So because I move every few years, being military and married to the military, I always say high school, yeah, that was like 4 or 5 moves ago, or that was, and when you don't go to the same high school, like all of everybody else, you're not moving as a group, you're not staying in the same, a lot of those things become a blur because you lose friends, you make new friends as you grow older. So there's only a couple of people that I talk to from high school because we've lost each other. And then we actually found each other due to this thing called Facebook. Oh my God, are you on Facebook? Oh my God, are you on Facebook? Oh my God, let's Google, let's do Facebook. And you know, we were able to find each other, but that was like 10 to 12 years ago. So we communicate that way, but we don't really have that connection that a lot of small towns or people who have gone through all of their high school together, and that's just not something that we do. So for me, it's not that long ago, but it really was. I could take it or leave it. It's, you know.
No, I didn't go with that extreme with changing schools, but I mean, I did have to change high schools once.
You did it?
Mm-hmm. And whenever I went to the new high school, you know, it's like everyone had their history together. You know, they knew each other. Some from elementary school, some from junior high, and it was just like, not me.
It's hard to get in. It's hard to, yeah. Well, with me, everybody was in the same boat. We were all new at one point because we all moved every few years with their dads or mothers or whoever. Oh my gosh. Yes, exactly right, Colleen. Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we have Shannon that's joining us. Hi, Shannon. How are you doing today? And what are you working on?
I don't see Shannon. I must be behind.
She's between Nightbot and Sanita's comment.
Oh.
Oh
Susie. My God, Shannon talks yarn. I love her. I watch her all the time. Just saying, my little shout out there. Go see Shannon.
And let's see, Suzanne says I'm making a fox fur border on a blanket from my extra daughter. Awesome.
Aww.
I'm getting tongue-tied a lot today. Let's see.
Oh, I bet, Lisa. Hi, Cynthia King.
Oh, hi, Cynthia. How are you doing today? And what are you working on?
I'm working on this.
Ooh, pretty. What's that going to be?
Purse.
Ooh, nice.
That's some old Super Saver that was donated to me like 20 years ago, and I still have it. What is wrong with me? I don't know.
So I'm going to go ahead and let Amber tell everyone more about herself in case y'all, in case there's someone watching that's not familiar with Amber. And then, too, y'all might learn something new about Amber.
What?
And she can tell y'all about her channel and what's going on her channel.
Well, I have a lot of history because of the places that I moved. I started my channel because I wanted somebody to talk to. So I watched YouTube channel for a while, just the crochet and stuff, what I was interested in. And I used to say this to my kids because they were constantly on YouTube. And I'm like, you got to get off YouTube. What is so special about YouTube? And they would watch it all day. And then I was like, give me the YouTube. And I saw the crochet and I was just like them, buried into the YouTube universe. And then by circumstance, I got into crocheting. I'm like, I have crocheted almost all of my life. But you get on the crochet, you're just like, you know, you think you know stuff and you don't. There's so much more to learn and so many people to learn from. And then you get to know the people and you feel like they're almost like your friends, part of your family. You go through the YouTube and you're just constantly clicking on their face to post a new video. And I was like, well, I can talk about it too. I can, chat and I can, connect. And it was really the me starting it was just for connection purposes. I just wanted to connect with other people who crocheted and talk yarn all day. That's it. That's why.
Yeah, I remember. I started watching the Yorny videos, and I was just sitting there like, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then I tell Frank, I'm like, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel, and he's like, I think you should do it.
Absolutely. It is so much fun because, like, so Shannon lived in Iowa, and Bree and Kim, and it's like you get to meet people that don't live near you, because it's hard to find people in your niche, like the crochet world or whatever. It's my kids could care less. Like, oh, that's pretty, Mom. Okay, bye. And it's just a way of, and I think it's a little bit of validation as well, that maybe you're not so crazy talking about yarn all the time and crochet and what you can do. So there is that as well. And I genuinely like the people that I subscribe to. I just like it. I'm so excited every time everybody makes a new video. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta watch it. And I think it's just and in some part I hope that I'm able to make people excited to see me as well and just brighten their day for the I try to make 15 minutes, but I can't shut up. I'm at least a 30-minute video. I just can't do it. But it is a good outlet. It's a good outlet for me to be able to talk about yarn and a gift that people like me talking about yarn. So, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. So I'm super excited.
Yeah.
You guys are so awesome.
One thing I found with starting a channel, it so got me out of my comfort zone, but in a good way.
Yes, for sure.
It's like I'm like really shy, so I've had to put myself where I'm talking to people more, and especially like doing lives.
Yeah.
So it's really a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see, we have Bree that joined us, Gloria,
Shannon, you're so funny.
Mindy, Kim, and hopefully I don't miss anybody.
Right, mm-hmm.
I think that's everybody.
Thank you, Lisa.
How are y'all doing today, and what are y'all working on?
Gloria. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because if I miss greeting anybody, it is not intentional. I try to catch everybody, but I'm sure there's times that I may miss somebody.
And then comment again. We'll catch you. I promise.
Exactly.
I've only done 2 lives on my channel, and I did not realize how hard it is to actually keep up with the comments. For me, it's easy because this is Connie's channel, so I can just read and she can just talk. But yeah, I love the community. But so I noticed that a lot of people who start YouTube channels, and this is an observation, not a fact. I see that a lot of people are introverts, and it's their way of touching other people to get out of their comfort zone. For me, it's the opposite. I am super social. I am super extroverted. And, when you are in a lockdown and you can't go anywhere, I couldn't talk to anybody, I couldn't visit anybody. And I feel like that this is the way for us to visit each other. And I love joining other people's lives because I'm not so good at it myself. So crochet therapy, that's what Mindy said.
Yep. All right. So the first question that I have for y'all today is, where is everyone from?
Now, I saw at least one Iowa person in here, so. Yes, introvert. Sanita's an introvert.
Yeah, Amber's from all over.
You do the cutest live. I love your live, Sanita. Hi, Sally.
Hi, Sally. How are you doing today? And what are you
Shannon,
working
we
on?
on you.
And for those that don't know, I'm from Louisiana.
Do you say Louisiana? Because my husband was from Texas, and he always called it Louisiana.
I think people from like North Louisiana tend to say it that way, but
Yeah.
people from the South usually say Louisiana.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, there's like that whole thing. Some say it, one way, some say it the other.
Okay, you got a lot of UK people in here. Jersey.
Shannon's from
Illinois.
Iowa.
Wait, who's Illinois? Washington. Oh, Sanita. Oh, that's my neighbor over there.
Yeah, Cheryl's from Australia. Ooh.
I know. That's so cool.
I've been to Illinois. I was stationed at Great Lakes, Illinois.
Ah.
Or like they like to call it Great Mistakes.
Do they?
There's like a running joke about that. Let's see.
Suzanne, the Swedish Yarny Hooker. Yes, anybody can start a YouTube channel. Just start it. I promise I will watch.
Really, you just got to do it. I mean, I was scared whenever I first started, but at first you might be more awkward at first, but after a while you get comfortable.
And the reason why you can get comfortable is because people start commenting on your videos, and then you start watching some of their videos, and then you guys start getting this connection. So when I talk, do a video, I'm talking to you. I'm not looking at myself while I'm talking, because I see a lot of videos where people will look at themselves while they're talking because they have that interaction with a being, whether it's themselves or somebody else. I really feel it's important that I look at you. So I'm always looking at the camera unless I'm reading comments, and then, but I really just I just like talking to you. And I think, yeah, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana. Wow. They're from everywhere.
And one thing I found was, like, at first it's awkward looking at the camera when you're talking.
It is. Yes.
But after a while, it don't bug you anymore. Mm-hmm. You get used to it. But I know, like my first videos, you could tell that I'm more like, like you don't see my personality as much in my first videos. I'm just more like straightforward. But now that it's been longer, I mean, I'll joke around, I'll act like a nut.
And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. When I first started, it was like, oh God, I got to erase that. No, I'm not going to do that. But I equate making videos, especially for the first time that you make them, with a telephone. And so when you are calling somebody and you're like, oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah. But then you get their voice where you're like, oh, hey, it's Amber. And so can you call me? Yeah, just call me back. You're kind of awkward when you're not, you don't hear that other person on the other side. Mm-hmm. You don't see them. So it's like leaving an awkward voicemail. So you just got to get over that with your first couple of videos. And I'm telling you, I was awkward. I deleted them, though. I deleted those videos.
We also have Crystal that joined us. Hi, Crystal. Yes. How are you doing today? And what are you working on?
It is, Cheryl.
One thing I do want to bring up before I forget to bring this up. Today is the last day to submit pictures for my Mondays live, we'll be talking about number one weighted yarn, and I'll be doing a little video with everyone's makes using number one weighted yarn. So if y'all have some projects, take pictures, send them to me, but I need them by the end of today because I'm going to put that video together tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. It takes a while to upload videos and splice them and do what you have to do. I am so sorry, Camper 14. I forgot your name again. What was her name?
Tina.
Tina. Oh my gosh, Tina. You said you're too shy to start a channel. I promise you can do it. She says she's chicken, actually, but you're not. You're not chicken. You can do it.
Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. We also have Michelle that joined us. Hi, Michelle. How are you today? And what are you working on? But yeah, like I said, get y'all pictures in for that. And for those that don't know, I do have a giveaway going on for the month of July. So if y'all haven't checked that out, get it done. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting to mention.
A beach bag. That's cool. Vividly on paper. What is your name? I don't know your name.
Her name is Crystal. And
Crystal!
She actually spells hers with a K. So we now have two Crystals spelled the same way with the K. Mm-hmm. And let's see. My next question is, do y'all have pets?
That many. That many. That's how many I have.
I, of course, have my two cats, Allie and Sophie. And Sophie made a guest appearance on my last live.
Oh, yeah?
She has
I got a couple in here.
Like, she'll come up to me and she'll act like, she hasn't gotten any attention. But yet, she's always wanting to be on me. And she's always getting attention.
Yarnivore, that's right.
Don't let her fool you.
Oh, no. All cats are that way. They're like, I don't want love. I don't want love. I don't want love. I need you to pet me now. You're like.
Oh, and in the morning, that's when she comes to me the most.
Sally, you have 5 black cats. 3 dogs for Sanita.
Yeah.
Pauline has 3 dogs.
Tina has a cat. Sanita, 3 dogs. See, I want a black.
I have 3 grand dogs. I love it.
I want a black fluffy cat.
I have a black fluffy cat.
Ooh.
I have a black fluffy cat. She's not pure black. She's kind of like almost she has splats of I don't know, kind of like orangey colors in her. Just splats. But some of you may know that I am a 6 dogs and 3 cats. Lord Suzanne, bless your heart. Man.
Crystal has 2 cats. Colleen has 3 dogs. Cheryl says no too many snakes around to keep them safe. Ooh, snakes. Jennifer says no pets. Tina says her cat's name is Sheena. Can you tell who named her? Mindy has 3 grand dogs.
Grand dogs are good.
Shannon has Brittany Spaniel.
Kim! Holy cramoly!
I'm not familiar with a Brittany Spaniel. I've heard of Cocker Spaniels. Charity has a cat named Bandit, black and white. Yeah, Granny D has Nikolai, her grandkitty. Suzanne, 6 dogs and 3 cats. Michelle has, I lost my spot. Michelle has a tuxedo cat, Inya.
Yep. I
Crystal
have a
says,
tuxedo as well.
black cat, not fluffy. Bree has 3 parakeets. Oh, Colleen says her hubby's allergic to cats.
Oh, that's sad.
Um, let's see. Christy's here. Hi, Christy. How are you today? And what are you working on? Sally says one of her.
Yarn bar?
Yeah, yarn bar.
Okay.
Sally says one of hers is fluffy. PD. Aw.
She has 6 chickens.
Lisa has a 17-year-old Chihuahua.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ooh, Kim has a black fluffy huge boy cat. Ooh.
Yarn bar. Yarn bar. Yarn bar. Aren't you going live on somebody's channel soon? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Lola. You have a dog named Lola.
Oh, Christy has 3 cats and 6 chickens.
I know, it's cute.
Suzanne says we had 7 dogs, but we sadly lost our little 2-year-old Chihuahua. Aw.
It's sad.
Gloria says nephew dog Kane. And yeah, Marshall has a pit bull, Lola.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, Granny D. That your grandkitty, that cat is beautiful. He's a Turkish Angora. Yeah, he's beautiful. And let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
When y'all weave in y'all ends, do y'all like to do it as you go or afterwards at the very end? And I want y'all thoughts and inputs on weaving in ends too.
I think it's the bane of everybody's existence. As far as I go, if I don't do it, I don't have to do it as I go, but I have to do it fairly often because then I just won't do it at the end. Especially if I'm working on a blanket where I'm changing colors often. I have to do it not right then, but if I'm going like that far, I have to do it. Because I don't like it. So I have to get it over with.
See, like,
yeah,
I'm pretty much the same way with especially if there's a lot of ends to weave in. I try to do it pretty much as I go. I mean, yeah, I'll do like, a little section and then do it type thing.
Then yeah.
Now, if it's not that many ends to weave in, then a lot of times then I'll wait to the end.
Yeah.
And
bye, Shannon.
The funny thing is that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not really a fan of having to weave in ends, but it doesn't bug me as much as like it bugs some people because I've gotten used of it. I've done temperature blankets, the last few years, and I do a lot of color work, especially like the beanies and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten used of it. So it doesn't bug me as much anymore. Now, the thing that drives me nuts is having to like sew panels together.
Oh, yeah.
I try to
you don't like squares or anything?
Like,
or cardigans.
Well, I experienced this more with like loom knitting, where sometimes you had to sew the panels together, or like beanies, you can knit them flat and then sew that seam up.
Yeah,
I avoid that. I always do it in the round.
I would, yeah, for sure.
No, like some stuff I will sew together type thing, but I don't like a lot of it. Yeah. And if there's a way to get around it, I will.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying the same thing. They're going to go do it as they go. But somebody said something very interesting. They have a wool something. What is that? I never even heard of that. I purchased the wool needles. I don't know what a wool needle is.
I'm trying to find the comment.
Oh my gosh, Kim. I
Oh,
fostered children for a long time. And then when I stopped doing that, I fostered cats. At one time I had 11. 11. Because it's hard to get rid of them. They're born at your house.
I wonder if she's referring to like the bamboo needles.
Oh. Oh my
Okay,
Christy, that
Jennifer.
could be a job.
I hope I hope you have a good day, Jennifer.
Bye.
Granny D says her seaming totally stinks. I guess I just need more practice. And usually that's
Mhm.
how like you get comfortable with stuff. The more you do it, it don't phase you as much anymore.
See, some things are very intimidating. I have issues with panels myself. So I've done a couple of cardigans that turned out okay. But as far as the shirts, when I found a tutorial for a raglan top down, I was like, me. So I have made 3 of them so far, and I don't think I will ever do a one that's paneled. I don't think I can do it. If it goes in the round and I don't have to sew the end, I have to put a sleeve on, but that's not hard. So I love in the round. I could do it in the round. Yes, let's do it.
Now, one thing though that I am curious about,
Oh.
since we talked about the dreaded weaving in the ends,
Yeah,
what are other things that y'all dread having to do when it comes to crochet and knitting?
I can tell you exactly what it is. I can tell you exactly what it is. This is not about dreading. This is procrastination to the nth degree. So when I make my cardigans, I'm like, I got this panel done. I got this panel done. Let me put a sleeve on here. And then you're like, I got another sleeve to do. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it. You're so close to the end. But you're just like, what? I got to, but it's just not done. Oh, it just drives me nuts.
For the most part, with me, it's sewing, like the panels or the seams together. Um,
Yeah,
and kind of the weaving in the ends, but that don't bug me as much anymore. Um,
nothing really bugs me
I'm trying to
except
think
for
if
this. So if you watch other people's videos, I am a tire of the knots. I tie everything. I tie everything. Oh, just hook it once, pull it out, and you can weave it in later. I'm like, I'm tying it first, and then I'll weave it in. I tie everything. And so people will say, you're not supposed to tie that. You're not supposed to tie that. I'm like, I'm tying it. I'm tying it. So I think what bugs me is people who say, you shouldn't be tying that. I'm like, I can do whatever I want. It's my crochet.
I know that's one thing that some people say to tie, others say, not to.
I don't care what you do. Do you, boo. That's what I say.
I think it's how much you can hide the knot because,
Mm-hmm.
like, sometimes it's obvious that you have a knot. Then other times it blends in, like it kind of hides in the stitch,
Yeah. No,
or
I'm too rough on them. I've got to.
it's on the inside, so no one's gonna see it. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I don't care for. I don't know. Maybe
Maybe
when I
I'm gonna go check out those wool needles. Because she says it has a really big head that's made of soft material and Walmart sells them. So I'm gonna go to Walmart and check it out.
but yeah, Colleen, the magic knot. I love the magic knot. Like when you got to combine, you start a new skein of yarn. I usually do the magic knot.
What's that?
It's basically,
Is it the same as the Russian knot?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know what a Russian knot is, but you kind of like you tie a knot like connecting the yarn on one side and then on the other side, and then
And
you
then you
kind of like
pull it.
yeah, and then you cut the end.
Okay, I know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That thing.
Let's
Well,
see,
good morning, Caroline.
let's see. We have Sandy here and Caroline. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all working on?
She's the same as you. She can't do the panel. She hates sewing panels.
Let's see. Lisa says a wool needle has a large nylon loop on the end to put the yarn through. That way you don't need a yarn threader.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
And let's see.
Yeah, Colleen, thanks. Oh, it's not. Thank you, Cheryl.
Tina saying, I don't mind doing the ends. I like to do something watching TV. So that's an easy thing without paying close attention.
Yeah, that's true.
Crystal says I know mine is newbie dreading but counting. I guess she means counting stitches.
Oh my gosh. You guys do what I do, right? When the kids come around, hey mom, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means they have to wait until I get to a good stopping point.
And the
so
funny thing
they
is,
keep talking, I just keep counting louder.
Frank still hasn't learned sometimes. Or like when
Really?
I'm knitting. Or when I'm knitting and stitches fall off the needle and I'm trying to pick them up before they slip. And it's just like, don't bug me. Because, I'm like, he could tell something's wrong. He's like, what's wrong? And it's like, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
That's funny. That's so funny.
Because at least a little bit of movement can cause those stitches to just drop down.
I don't know anything about that, but yeah.
And it's like, and if you can catch them before they drop, it's a lot better,
Or else you're ripping. You're ripping. That's your husband, but he doesn't stop talking? Yes, count louder, yes. No, I've never heard of a spit knot before. Colleen. Oh, Caroline's just like you, Connie. She has to do it to her husband as well.
and I gotta get through that repeat before I put my project down. It's like, hold up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people say they tie knots too before they weave in.
Yeah. I don't know how Cheryl gets her husband. So Cheryl's got a really nice husband because they'll actually ask her, so can I talk to you or are you counting? I never get that.
Oh yeah, Suzanne. Yeah, frogging is the worst, especially when you got to frog a lot.
Yeah.
And I find like crochet, it's not so bad to frog. Now if you catch a mistake that's like way far back, then yeah, you lose a lot of. But it's a lot easier to fix your work in crochet than it is knitting.
I don't mind ripping it out because if it's for me and it's going to stay at my home, it will bug me for the rest of my life. I will see it, I will look at it, and I will always think, I should have frogged that. So I have to frog or throw it in the trash because it will bug me for the rest of its natural born life. I'm just saying, it will bug me.
Yeah, that's what I find. You make a mistake and it's like you zoom in on it where most other people probably wouldn't even notice it.
You know exactly where it is. Yes, for sure. Amen.
Kim says she doesn't like to do the gauge swatch. Yeah.
No, you are so right. Oh my gosh. I don't do them. There's that.
I typically don't unless it's like, something that you really have to.
Like wearables, I get it. But I always tweak them for me because my waist is so much smaller than my chest. I always have to take that into consideration. So I'm always adding up here and taking away down here. Even with cardigans, I have to do that because I'm like, it's not closing. So I always have to do that. So the cardigans where you have to do the whole border all the way around. I do multiple borders so that it will close.
But But
Yeah,
yeah.
Lisa, I don't gauge at all. I hear ya.
Hey, Sally's asking if you ever heard of a spit knot?
No, I haven't.
No,
Mhm. I don't know what that is.
me either. Let us know. Let's see.
Oh, Colleen, that's so sweet about your dad. Oh my gosh, it's Linda Simpson. Hi, Linda. How are you? Oh my gosh. Every time I see Linda Simpson's name, I can see her face, I can see her smile, and I can see her giggle. She is so amazing. If you guys have not checked her out, go, 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 get her.
Okay. I
Oh,
was like,
Chris.
where's Linda? I was scrolling and I'm like, I don't see Linda. Now I do. Hi, Linda, and hi, Chris. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all currently working on?
Carolyn needs to do a chat with you, Connie.
Okay. Now for the month of July, all my spots are filled up unless I get a cancellation.
Oh,
So
okay.
it would be August before I have an opening. Yeah, now that I turned my Monday lives into an educational live, I don't have as many live spots because on Mondays I go live by myself.
You should
Like I
go
said,
live by yourself. That way
huh?
people can really focus on you and talk to you and yeah, you should go live by yourself.
I do sometimes go live by myself. Like usually if I don't have a guest star or my guest star cancels, a lot of times I'll just go, live by myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the
I mean,
Monday one,
who am I? I've only done it twice, so I'm not one to talk.
but my Monday lives are more educational. Like right now I'm going over the different weights of yarn,
Navigator.
and like
Hmm.
this Monday's going to be number one weighted. The following Monday's
Yeah.
number two, and so on. Then we'll get into like yarn fibers, and then there'll be other topics.
I've got to tell you, that is really, really awesome that you're doing that. Because when I started crocheting years and years and years ago, when there wasn't any YouTube or anything, our go-to was Red Heart Super Saver or those types of yarns. And those were our go-to for everything, blankets, wearables, everything. And when I started watching the YouTube, yes, thummies up, please. I started learning about other fibers. And one of my favorite I still love the Super Saver because it's really nostalgic for me and they just hold up in the wash and stuff. But I have so loved the thinner weights. I think I missed out by not using those thinner weights. So when you get into the ones and the twos and talking about the threes, I think that's so amazing.
Yeah.
Bye for now, Linda.
Be, oh, have a good day, Linda.
She's
Yeah.
watching Gladiator.
The way it basically started was me and Barbara with Crochet Therapy. We do our collaboration live once a month,
Yeah.
and we do more of an educational, informational type live. And our last one, we were talking about yarn, and I had uh, I had one of my yarny friends comment saying that she would love to have it broken, go more in depth.
Yes.
And the thing is that like with me and Barbara, we only do ours once a month, where it would have taken a really long time for us to do that, you
Yeah.
know. And we also have other topics we want to talk about too.
Yeah.
So we felt like it was best if so I was like, Lisa, I could do it on my channel, and she's like, yeah, go for it. And I'm like, okay.
There you go.
And it was something
Sometimes the best ideas, come
I
from
had
that.
been thinking about doing that, but it was kind of like jumping out of my comfort zone. So, but once I had, that viewer asking, and it's like, okay, I guess it's time to make that jump.
Yep. Time to do it. Hi, Sandy. I wanted to say hey before she got too far.
But
You're, you, you just got here, Linda. Where are you going? That's funny.
but basically on those lives, like the first 15 minutes, we'll pretty much just chit chat. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to wait until to join in once we get into like the educational part. Let's see, it's 11. It would be 11:45 a.m. Central Standard Time that I'll start talking about the topic.
I'm a worker and a lurker.
But the live will start at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Um, and
See,
then
Kim, I'm exactly like her. So Kim said, I always thought I didn't like to crochet much. Started to watch YouTube and found other yarn other than the worsted acrylic. And that YouTube has changed my life when it comes to creating things. And I was so afraid of amigurumi, I didn't even do one for 30 years until I started watching YouTube. I was like, well, that's not hard. That's not that hard.
it
And
really
I made like,
is.
yeah, YouTube is amazing.
But I was like that. I didn't know about the other type of yarns,
Yeah,
and it was basically pretty much what Walmart had.
yep, exactly.
But I mean, you learn so much.
Ew,
All right.
very tedious.
You know what? Before I forget, I want to get share those patterns with
Oh,
everybody.
yay. I love patterns. I'm telling you. If something I have more than yarn, it's patterns.
These are all free patterns from Ravelry.
Mhm.
They're crochet sock patterns using #1 weighted yarn. Um, and all the links for the patterns are in the description box of today's live if y'all are interested. And let me pull them up.
And Colleen, hats were the same way for me. I never thought I could make one, and they're the easiest thing on the planet.
I love hats.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
I
to
see a pattern.
I like to have fun with hats.
Me too.
Let's see. This one is Twist and Shout Socks by Lauren Irving. And look at how pretty,
Wow.
and they have some cabling to them.
They look
I love
complicated.
I love me some cables.
Wow.
I love like I really haven't done much with cables and crochet, but
Mm-hmm.
I love cables and knitting.
I don't think I've done cables and crochet either.
The
I'm definitely
closest
going to have to check this out.
I've done the arrow stitch, which they say it is kind of like a cable,
Yeah, okay.
but I don't find it looks as cabley. Okay, this one is Winter Night Socks by Stacy Stitches, if I can get that out. And I always love the socks where they have
Look
like
cute.
the cuff and the toes and the heel
Yes.
in like a different color.
Mm-hmm.
See, like
Those are
how it's.
gorgeous.
I love that look on socks.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
But this one should be a pretty basic one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm downloading that one for sure.
Eventually, I'll finally crochet socks. Eventually,
Mm-hmm.
and then this
You get a
one.
little teeny hook and you just go.
This one is, I guess it's pronounced Maya socks by Clarissa Beth Lopez Rodriguez.
That's interesting.
One thing I do want to point out is you'll see that it says that this pattern is available for $3.99. A free version is also available, where if you click on buy it now, that will take you to the paid for version. But if you click
Okay.
on visit pattern website, that takes you to the free version. And the difference is basically the free version has ads.
Yeah.
But
Those are so interesting.
I know it's kind of weird how it has like the little holes.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah, I think these are cute.
They are. Because even with the cuff right there, you could take that top off. You wouldn't have to have the top.
Exactly. And let's get to the next one. This one is called Bistro by Nicole Cormier.
Mm-hmm.
And I love this one.
Those are
I,
so adorbs.
I love that stitch. I wonder what stitch that is. And I love the color too. And
I'm
then
definitely going to have to look at those links.
let's see, the last one is Fusion Socks by Katie Diltz. And this is another one that looks pretty basic.
Yeah.
So those are the patterns that I'm sharing today. And like I said, they're all in the description box of today's live, the links. I see, I love socks. Yep, me love socks too. And I agree with you, Cheryl. I think cables look better in knitting too. And it's funny because, like with knitting, there's certain things that just look better knitted. But in the same aspect, I find with crochet, you can do so much more. Like you have more things that you can do. But you also kind of have more stitches, and where knitting is more kind of basic in a sense.
Yeah, I don't know how to knit, so I wouldn't know, but I can tell you that knitted sweaters for sure look different, look cozier, comfier. They seem to have more movability, stretch, you know.
Yeah, it's like it has like this certain look
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
where like I find like crochet is better with certain things and knitting's better with other things. I guess that's the best way to describe it.
I noticed that your hats, the color work, because you knit those, right? Those little, 'cause those are amazing. And I keep thinking, how can I crochet that? How can I? I keep thinking, how can I crochet that? Because you knit those.
Mm, it's one thing like the graph probably would have to be like decreased, or you would have to use like a smaller weighted yarn or something, and or
Yeah.
smaller hooks.
Mm-hmm.
That way you would have more room. Um, but for the most part, the graphs work out up the same.
Oh, they do? I think
But
knitted jumpers look better. Yeah.
but that's where I'm more comfortable with making the knitted hats because I have more room to work with.
Oh, okay.
Where crochet is a bigger stitch. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, the only way would either decreasing it, trying to make it smaller, or like changing the yarn weight or hook.
Yeah.
That the stitches would be smaller. Let's see. We have
Yeah.
Tiffany joined us.
Who did?
Yeah, Tiffany's here. How are you doing today, and what are you working on?
Hi, Tiffany. Sorry I missed you.
Oh, and one thing too, on my live Monday, there will be a good bit of sock pictures that I'll be showing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a good bit of socks and shawls in the little video.
I love shawls.
Me too.
I love shawls.
And I'll also be sharing more patterns that are not using number one weighted yarn. Let's see. Caroline.
Yeah. So, sorry. Go ahead.
Caroline wants to know what's one of your favorite Amy designers or books.
For what?
Amigurumis.
So this is so funny because I don't have any amigurumi books, and I use a G hook. I don't know what she said, hooks or books.
Books.
So I just went on Amazon just today and put 2 of the books in mine. One's called, and this is so cute, it's called the Donut Friends. They all look like donuts, but they have it's the cutest thing I ever saw. I got that. It should be here Sunday or Monday, and I follow channels, and one of them is called Guru World. There's no talking in her video, but she has a whole line of vegetables, and I made peas, and I've made mushrooms, and I've made peppers, and I just think they're just cute. They're just so cute.
See, like for me, I really don't have like a favorite. Usually I just find a pattern I like and I'm like, okay, there you go.
That's the one.
But I also haven't done a whole lot with amigurumi. I've made 3 gnomes and 2 aliens. I'm working on the 3rd alien. But that's really it that I've done with amigurumi. Oh, go ahead.
Chris is saying my voice just text is silly. So I like amigurumis because if you have a small one, because like me, I have 15,000 whips, and if I want to get something done and feel like I've accomplished something, I'll do a quick amigurumi. Like, look what I did.
But yeah, now gnomes, I find on Etsy there's a few designers that I really like, but I can't remember their names offhand. But there's really, I find there's about 3 of them that really seem to have a lot of patterns on Etsy.
Gnomes are a thing right now, aren't they?
Yeah, love me some gnomes.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people do gnomes, and I'm just like, that's just too many mechanical parts. I just don't want to put them all together and sew them. I want to sew them.
But it's funny, like I'll do stuff like that where I sew stuff together.
Yeah.
Or like some of the beanies that I've done. But it's like, but I don't like I said, like a lot of sewing. Let's see.
I think amigurumi is a lot of sewing.
Yeah, but a lot of times you just kind of like, I don't know. I find it's kind of different. I don't know.
Yeah, Colleen has it. It's called Donut Buddies. It's a book called Donut Buddies. And I am so getting that.
Now, I know, I don't remember the name of it, but I know there's a gnome book on Amazon.
Oh, gosh, I bet.
But yeah, but typically with patterns, I just search. I'm like, oh, I like that.
That's kind of how it is.
Now, sometimes I will like dive in to see, especially if I'm like, oh, I really like this pattern by this person. Let me see what else they've designed.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because you'll have 15 things in your cart and you'll just buy them all. That's what I do. I do that. I have a lot of patterns. Which I have not even touched or done anything with. I'm like, oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. And it's like yarn. Oh, I'll get to it.
Chris is saying if you compare side-by-side projects, crochet uses more yarn than knitting. Yep, it does.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
But
that's what everybody tells me.
And he's like, it also can be more dense than knitting depending on the stitches used. Yeah.
Oh,
I find crochet is more like thicker. And knitting's more lighter, typically.
Wait, Sandy, your sister-in-law is Nisi? Because she just said, Southern Sandy Craft said, my sister-in-law free-handedly made, which is Nisi.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they were, well, you go.
I think I do remember something about that.
Oh, cool.
Because it does kind of ring a bell, but
yeah. Oh, cool.
Let's see.
Oh, you participated in a gnome knit along? Worsted weight yarn instead of the sport weight. Oh, cool.
Oh, that's we need some more gnome knit alongs or crochet along.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing my first crochet along. So there's so many people who do so many. I mean, there's so many projects, and I have 15,000 already. I just wanted one. I just want something simple, something I can keep up with, and I finally found the one that I wanted. And it'll use up some yarn that I have in the house, and it's a basic stitch, and it's called Nan's Next Knots. So that's what I'm using. I'm gonna
Eventually,
start
I'm
knotting.
gonna finally like participate in a crochet or knit along, or
Yeah,
I'd love to really do one more on my channel.
that would
I
be
mean,
fun.
I do have like the temperature blanket challenge going
Well,
on,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
then once I finally finish my tutorial for that stripe knitted beanie, I want to kind of do a challenge like those that make the beanie and submit a picture where I would enter them in a giveaway. But I don't know if you would really consider that like a knit along though.
How would you? Yeah,
It's
I
more
think
of a
the reason I
challenge.
chose this one is because they started together. So it's not something they did. They do it together.
And let's
That's what I
see
wanted.
that D saying she's doing a dragon that 73-page pattern. Oh my. That's a
Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Because I needed to kill myself. Because I'm not doing that. I bet you anything it's going to be gorgeous, though. I bet
mhm.
you anything it's going to be gorgeous.
And I don't know if y'all had seen I don't know, it may have been about a year ago. Crystal the Orny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady had made those dragons.
No, I didn't see them.
She makes a lot of cute amigurumis.
She does. Yeah. She just came out with a new pattern, I think.
Yeah, the one that I'm testing.
Oh, okay.
Max abortion.
Okay. Hi, Cecilia.
That one's too cute.
Wow.
Which I'm hoping I have it finished for my Crochet Tuesday video, and I'll show y'all mine if it is. Let's see,
It's
Cecile.
crochet though, right? She does
What's
only
that?
crochet, right?
Yeah, I think all her patterns are crochet,
Crochet, yeah.
but
Okay.
she does knit too. But
Oh,
I don't think she's designed anything in knitting though.
gotcha.
And let's see, Cecilia's here. Hi, Cecilia. How are you today? And
Oh
what are you
yeah.
working on?
I saw Crystal's Cardinals too, you guys. They were awesome.
And that wolf was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Just like, how do you figure this out? Like, I don't even really. I mean, yeah, like a gnome I can do, but like for the most part, like designing like other type of amigurumis, no, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
know.
That's why I got the donut one because they're basically the same shape and you just add to it different things to make it into different, like a dragon or a cat or whatever. But the basic shape is the same. And if I can stay in that zone, I can pop some out and it'll be fun and it'll give me that sense of accomplishment that I need because of the whip that I keep doing. Because I'm squirrely, when you go on, because I go on Etsy all the time. And I'm like, ooh, and then I'm like, put that in. I want that. I want this. I want that. Because patterns aren't expensive. You buy a pattern for $3.99, $4.99. They're cheaper than yarn. And then after a while, you spent so much money, and you're just like, oh, anyway. I could go on and on about patterns.
And one thing I've noticed, I know especially like when it comes to like gnome patterns, I
Yeah,
find it cheaper on Etsy than Ravelry.
really.
I've seen some of the same exact patterns, and they charge more on Ravelry.
Yeah,
But I find like on Etsy you can find a lot of like patterns for gnomes for like under $2.
for sure. Well, how much are they on Ravelry?
Some of them are like 5.
Oh, well, there's still not very much money. I'm telling you, the yarn that I just bought was $5, and I've spent $11 on it. I'm not going to quibble over a pattern. that I can use over and over and over again, you know?
Let's see. Noni Mae's here.
Maybe, Colleen. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
I see Noni Mae's here. Hi, Noni Mae. How are you today? And what are you working on? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ask another question. I might have time for a couple of more questions. Just kind of depends. At the end, I'm going to be doing a pattern giveaway. Let's see. Do you color control when you use like cake yarns?
Sometimes I do. If I'm making a blanket, if it's in the round, I do not color control. If I'm making a cardigan, absolutely, it is color controlled. I want to know where they are so that each panel lines up with each other. But I love cake yarns. I love them so much because you don't have to color control. So when I do use those kinds of things, it's mostly for blankets. So I don't have to worry about color controlling. Or you know what they're really good for? You know those shrugs that you make in a big granny square and then you fold them and then you put your arms through them? I don't know what they're called. Cocoons. So you don't have to color control when you make stuff like that. I mean, you don't have to control at all, but I do. Because no, they have to match.
I normally color control.
Yeah.
Especially with crochet.
Yeah.
Like to me, I feel like whenever like the color changes like in the middle of the row, it's like I zoom in on it. I do.
Irritating. Yes.
And it was funny because like when I first started knitting and crocheting, you'd watch tutorials and it seemed like that color change happened perfectly.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how do they do that? It's like you can't control where it changes yarn. And then later on I learned about color control.
Yeah.
But I personally prefer color control. Like knitting, you can conceal it better because the stitches aren't as big. But
yeah,
I typically do color control.
Yeah, it just depends on what it is. No color control for Cheryl. I'm too lazy to color control. There you go, girl.
Kim says never tried to color control yet. But that was the thing I never I didn't understand. It's like, how does a color change perfectly on all these tutorials? And because they make it sound like you just keep going, and it's like, yeah, but the color changes in the middle of the row.
Especially on blankets like corner to corners, that like is right in your face. You can see that there is a definite color change. It's like blue, 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 white. You're like, that looks good. So I did a C to C in those not sprinkles. What are they called? They're from, I think, Premier. They're like the cakes. They're not called sprinkle. I don't know what they're called, but they're nice and squishy, and I love them. And I always color controlled those things, the corner to corners.
Yeah. But that was the thing that, at first I wondered about, that. And that's the one thing that I don't like about cakes, though, because it's like I feel like I'm always cutting the yarn.
Yeah,
for sure. Not to connect them. That way I get it to go further. Yeah. Let's see.
Cecile's from Washington.
Yeah, she's currently working on a shawl by a Russian designer using the Sultan cotton cakes. I have run out of yarn, so I am waiting on my yarn.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, so that makes me ask you a question. So I started watching the YouTube, and I have noticed that I can actually watch people in other languages if I can watch them, and I can figure out what they're doing, and it really doesn't matter what they say. I'm like, oh, I got that. Oh, I got that. So do y'all watch other languages and still able to kind of get the pattern? Does that make any sense?
I get what you're saying, and typically now they give, I might do it like if they give, good like where the instructions are on the screen. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I really don't like the ones in other languages.
Well, so for me, I can watch anything in Spanish, so I can get those ones because I know what punto means and I know all those things. Um, but yeah, a lot of them will have those the the what is it called? The closed caption where it's
Closed
translated.
captioning.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, like if something has closed captioning, I
Yeah.
don't like watching it in general.
No,
It's like
I will watch anything.
what it is with me. A lot of times, I tend to listen more than I watch because I'm usually crocheting
Oh,
or knitting.
yeah.
So it's a lot easier for me if I can hear what's going on. But if I have to keep like reading the screen, it's like,
Yeah.
and then a lot of times I need to get glasses because I don't always see the screen the best. Like when I have to read text on the
Yeah.
screen, like I have Hulu and I'm trying to read the description, I'm like, I can't make that
Now I'm doing
out.
that. Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. No unless closed caption. Yes, Granny. B. No, no, mammy. Passamakati. Possum. What is your name? Passamakati. Cody.
Cindy, it's
No.
spelled Cynde.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure if it's like Sind or Cindy.
Because you're killing me, Passamakati, Cindy. Yeah, I
I
watched their hands. Yeah.
I always struggle
I
with her name.
love the Sultan cakes, Cecilia, because those the color fades super beautifully with those.
Yeah, like
Beautifully.
with fading colors, it's like
Hmm.
that. I don't find you have to color control because it
Yeah,
blends in. But like if you go from like a pink to a blue, it's like yeah,
that was
those.
drastic. Yeah. Yeah. I totally get that. Yes.
But
I'll watch
there's a
anything
lot
but
of
zombie.
people don't color control,
I've noticed, yeah. It just like I said, it depends on the project, whether I color control or not.
and it's up to the individual person.
Yeah.
Everyone's different with that. But I just
Well,
find like
yeah. But
I
I love
find I
variegated. I usually try to get variegated and not something I have to color control.
okay. Okay, I guess I'll do one more question and then I'll get
Okay.
into the pattern giveaway. Let's see. Uh, What crochet or knitting tool do you misplace the most?
Scissors. I have 15,000 scissors in my house. I have my daughter's baby scissors because I can't find the other ones. Scissors.
Me, it's Free saying knitting needle. I'm like, no. Me, it's row counters.
Oh, I don't use
Oh,
them.
my cat Sophie loves to
Hmm.
paw it and knock it over.
Yeah, that's fun.
And that's one thing because it's like when she comes around, I'm just like, oh no, you're gonna knock stuff over, cat.
Stitch markers. Okay, stitch markers. Okay, Noname. My brain. That's what she said. My brain. Thank you so much. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, Crystal, I hope you have a good day. Everyone's saying stitch markers. That's probably the next thing for me is stitch markers or
Well,
my darning needle.
are you what?
My darning needle. I have this
Oh yeah.
one that's my favorite one, and and it drives me crazy. Like whenever like it gets like knocked down or something, and I can't find it. I'm like,
Mm.
it's my favorite one.
I don't have a favorite one, but I do use the metal ones most often.
Yeah, this one's metal. And it's like blue, and I like how
Aw.
like the kind of like bend how it kind of bends.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Stitch markers and scissors. I hear ya.
Cecilia saying
DPN.
when she uses DPNs, one of them is always missing.
I don't lose my hooks, but I will like this hook, I will place it down and then I'll place this over here. And I'm like, oh my God, if I don't have this hook with this project all the time, I will forget. They're like, well, why don't you just remember that it was an H? I'm like, because I won't. I just remember it was this one. And I have like 15 that look like this. So, I mean, so I don't lose them. I just, if I don't put my needle next to my project, I will not remember. And then I'll look, I'm like, okay, that looks like an I, E, U, H, I, yeah. And I'll just stop working on it and just do something else. See, needle threaders.
For me, I find that I forgot what I was saying.
Well, I know you lost your favorite yarn needle threader. I had a couple somewhere. Oh, I love needle
threaders. I forgot what I was gonna say. It's like right as I was going to say it, I forgot.
You said because you were talking about the DPNs, and I know you knit, so I don't know if that had something to do with it or not.
Yeah, double pointed needles.
Which I didn't know what that was, and I still don't know what you do with them. So I don't know the measuring tapes. I gotcha.
Cheryl says I've put pencil marks on my desk at 25, 50, 75, and 100 centimeters because I keep misplacing my measuring tape.
That is really cool. A good idea. That's an awesome idea.
That is smart. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the pattern giveaway. This is open worldwide since it's a pattern. And you can pick whichever pattern from our Ravelry store that you would like.
Oh, that's so
nice. So let's see, what word should I use? I'm trying to think of a word. Frank's saying lost. I don't know why.
Oh, I got you, Chris. Okay.
It's going to be all lowercase. Let me share my screen. All lowercase. And the word is lost. L-O-S-T. Okay, and start now.
All right, let me see you guys go. Lost. Let me see.
Yeah, DPNs, you do tend to use them when you knit in the round. But I tend to prefer circular needles for the round. But like when I make my beanies, when I get to where you don't have enough room, then I transfer it to double pointed needles.
Oh, okay. Yay, we've got Lisa for Lost, Gloria for Lost. Come on, let's get some Lost in there. Yay, Cheryl, Lost.
And then like if you're working with something small, you can use them too.
I've seen some tiny ones. They're like this big. How do you even work with that?
Now, like for beanies, I like the short needles.
Really?
Changeable circulars.
I
find you have more room to do. Okay, we're gonna give it 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop.
Okay. I have 40 thumbs up. That's crazy.
All right. So let's see who the lucky winner is going to be. And the winner is me, you, and Yarn, Cheryl Wall.
Oh.
Congratulations, Cheryl.
Yay, Cheryl.
What I need you to do, Cheryl, is send me an email at justanotherstitch2020@gmail.com. And it's on the screen right here. You can also find it in the description box of all my videos. except my Monday lives. My Monday lives have all pattern links. And also on the description, not I'm sorry, the about page on my channel too. You can find my email address.
That is so
So
awesome. Congratulations. Because Cheryl is a knitter and a crocheter.
awesome. So
So
yeah,
she'll really be able to look through them.
congratulations, Cheryl. And like I said, send me an email so you can claim your pattern. And so do you have anything you would like to say, Amber, before we wrap up?
Well, so I don't know if Colleen is still here or not, but we have a new thing on Sundays. This Sunday on Laura's channel, Laura's Yarn Talk, we are going, and Cheryl too. Cheryl's going to be there. It's Crochet 4 Together. So Crochet 4 Together is going to be just a little, I'm going to do it twice a month. I'm sure the girls will do it all 4 weeks, but I'm tired. I'm not doing it all. So yeah, we're going to start doing a Crochet 4 Together. It'll be 4 of us girls. It'll be a lot of fun. So
Awesome.
super excited. Tomorrow's the first day for it.
So yeah, go check that out. And also, if anyone that's watching isn't familiar with Amber, go check her channel out. She's amazing. And her channel link is in the description box of this live and pinned to the top of the chat.
Yeah, so throw me some yarn in my window.
Go check her out. And I also want to thank you, Amber, for coming live with me. I enjoyed having you.
It's always fun. This is my second time with Connie, so you know, I actually think this one was better than the first one. I was a little nervous the first time. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I want to say thank you, and hopefully we'll be able to do it again.
Yes, I'll be inviting you back at some point.
Oh, that's fun. All right, guys, thank you so much.
I kind of make my rounds.
Yeah, I gotta go shopping for food now.
But one thing too, like you know, anyone that's interested in coming live with me, you know, all you got to do is just send me an email. Because it's like I try to think of everybody, but there's so many channels that
and new ones all the time.
I know. But anywho, I want to thank everyone for coming and joining us today. I enjoyed chatting with all of y'all. And for those that will be watching the replay, I want to welcome y'all and feel free to answer the questions that we asked today in the comment section. And also leave a comment to let us know you watched too. And I think that covers everything.
Yeah, I think you guys will have a laugh. I think it'll be really fun. Definitely anybody who's watched the replay will have a laugh. At our expense, but still, it'll be a good laugh.
And I'm going to go get my alien on. I'm going to work on Crystal's amigurumi. The one that I'm getting my alien.
Well, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you so much, Connie. And I'll check you guys out later.
Yeah,
you too.
I hope everyone has a fabulous uni day. Be the light and bye.
Bye, guys.